I finally got my Holy Grail. Welcome to the Poor Man's Retro Game Room, and yeah, I finally got my Holy Grail, man. And man, I did not know that I would get Atari Karts. I did not know if I would ever own it, and especially complete in box, and especially the condition that it's in. The box is in excellent condition. Yeah, I mean it's beautiful. Manual's in excellent condition. Registration cards with it. The cart's pristine. The battery works, so my save games are saving. And this is the very first time that I've played Atari Karts. And you know, I don't have the game drive for the Jaguar or the EverDrive for the Jaguar, so everything I play is original carts on original hardware. So that's the way it is, man. I could not play Atari Karts till I got it in the mail, and I do not emulate the Jaguar. First of all, the Jaguar is pretty tough to emulate. I know that they've made some huge progress in emulation, but for some reason my brain just does not make that connection, man. I have to have a physical cart. I have to feel that going into the console and playing it. I don't know what it is. Now, Atari Karts is not the best Jaguar game. In fact, I've got some gameplay footage that I'm going to show you here. And, you know, I apologize. This is recorded right off my CRT. I've recorded Atari Jaguar footage, you know, through a capture card before. And I don't have the hardware to make that, to upscale it, to make it look good. It just looks much better on a CRT, so that's what we got. And I've got a new camera, so all my settings are a little different, and I haven't got everything tuned in as far as, you know, CRT capture. But, you know, here it is, man. I'm going to show you a little bit about what Atari Kart is, show you some gameplay, and yeah, you know, it is a fun game. It really is. Not the best game. I would not put it probably in my top 5. But it might make my top 10. There's some things about the game that annoy people, and you'll hear some criticism. And it's kind of like everybody on YouTube's got the memo, you know what to criticize on Atari Kart. But the game is actually a good game. It's fun, and I've played it. I've unlocked one of the racers, the guy with the like the samurai hat on, and you know, they're all different racers. All the carts have, you know, different acceleration, handling, speed, and so, you know, each cart you take and each character you take is unique. And all the characters except for one, Bentley Bear, are not even Atari properties. They're not like, you know, some Atari IP that have been in other games or anything. So it's kind of weird that way, but it's just a quirky, fun kart racer. It's not Super Mario Karts. It's not at all. It's not Mario Kart 64. You don't get weapons on the course that you can actually shoot at your opponent or damage your opponent. Basically, you get upgrades or downgrades or power-ups or power-downs. Most of them are power-ups until you start getting later in, you know, and you up the difficulty. But you'll get a speed burst, you'll get a rabbit icon that'll, you know, make you faster for a limited amount of time. You'll get a steering wheel that'll kind of help you steer. And I do believe that it removes the reverse steering effect, which is an actual power down. If you're racing and it's a close race and you get the reverse steering icon, the power down, oh man, dude, that is annoying. I will give you that. But it's part of the game, and it is kind of funny because I was, you know, way ahead, and I hit that icon on the track and reversed my steering, and it took me right into the wall, and I did not recover. So some of the other things, like this track here that I'm showing right now, you'll see you can hit the wall, and even though the wall is kind of a flat texture, it is like a wall. You'll run into the wall and you'll have to kind of back off. One of the other complaints, and it's part of the game in my opinion, but sometimes when you run into another cart, it'll bounce you like a ping pong ball, man. It'll bounce you into the wall or bounce you back. But actually, if you can time you hitting another cart and you're in front of it, it'll actually propel you forward too. So it kind of has that dynamic, which is really unique to this kart racer. And I I have to tell you, man, I didn't know what to expect, and I actually love this game. It's a very fun game. I've been playing quite a bit of it here the last few days since I got it. And yeah, I would recommend if you emulate or you got the game drive, man, check out Atari Karts for sure. It's one of the rarer games, one of the more pricey games. But the good thing is it's not a bad game. A lot of times you'll see those pricey games, kind of like Double Dragon 5, I think it is, on the Jaguar. That's a fighting game and it's expensive, and that game stinks, man. It sucks. There's no getting around it. I've played it on other platforms and it's not good. This is different. This is a higher price game. I do want to collect the entire Atari Jaguar official library at some point. So Atari Karts, I had to get it. It was on the list, and it was one of the latest. It might be the last official cart. I can't remember, but it's very, very late in the Atari Jaguar life cycle. And if you know the answer to that, put it in the comments for us, please. But yeah, so you can't find it anywhere. You're not going to go into a pawn shop, well, unless you're just extremely lucky, and find Atari Karts or even any Atari Jaguar stuff sitting on the shelf there waiting for you to purchase it. It isn't that way. And finding it on eBay is not easy either. I went through for like weeks and weeks where there was probably 2 or 3 on eBay, and the asking price was just ridiculous. Not happening. So finally, when I was offered this deal, I had to pull the trigger on it. I'm glad I did. And being the poor man's retro game room, I did sell a few games, raise a little money to at least pay for half of it. So it happens, man. Got to do what you got to do. And I'm really happy I did. I am 100% thrilled with Atari Karts. So that's my story. I love me. There we go. Some Atari Karts. And just really happy to have it in my collection. Just wanted to share that with you. You know how when something cool happens in your video game collection, you need to share it with somebody. I've got a few friends in the trade group that I belong to that I share stuff with, and I shared Atari Karts right when I got it with those two guys, and just wanted to share it with you today. Really enjoy Atari Karts. Awesome game. I'm thrilled to have a Holy Grail, and I'm thrilled to add one more game to my Atari Jaguar collection. Well, thank you so much. I hope this didn't bore you to tears. Thank you very much for sticking around through the end of the video. Here at the Poor Man Retro Game Room, I don't script anything. I don't ask you to hit nothing. I don't ask you to ring nothing, man. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day.